Hello losers and losettes. Today I am doing a tier list. Yes, that's right. A tier list just for you folks. To show you which countries are the fakest and which countries are the realest. As you can see on screen now, there are 24 countries here. These 24 countries are the only countries in the world that I even give a damn enough about to actually think about and put into this. If the country is not listed here, then it is obviously not important enough to be listed in my fake countries tier list. And so, as you can see down the side, we have fake, probably fake, parts are fake, hard to say, and real. And so I'm going to rate each of these countries and put it into this tier list. Now, some of these countries I have made individual videos about in the past on my channel before, and my rankings of these may be a little bit updated since then. It has been a while since I made any of those types of videos, so my opinions may have changed slightly. But without further ado, let's get started, and we're going to start with my home country of Scotland. It's real. Scotland is very much real. Easy peasy. The next one we're going with, though, is this one. And as we all know, this is Australia. Can you guess where this goes? Oop. Fake. Clearly fake. So now we've established the baseline. Scotland is what we define as a real country. Australia is what we describe as a fake country. So everything else will fit in between those to an extent. Because there is nothing more real than Scotland and there is nothing more fake than Australia. So everything else should fit in between those. And so the first thing we're going to do now is we're going to take England. And, you know, England's a tough one to think about. Because there are parts of England that are so unbelievable. And there are other parts that are so tangible. England is a place where they have tea and they drink a lot of tea. And for some reason there's a guy called Earl Grey out there. And what are we talking about Earl Grey? England's fake. Okay. England's fake. They drink black tea. Who drinks black tea? No one actually like black. That's a lot of nonsense. Anyway, my point is, parts of England are fake. Parts of it are real. You get it. We have the United States of America. The land of the free, the home of the brave, as they say. If you want to know about this one, well, it's quite simple as well. This one goes right next to England. Parts are fake. There are... How many states are in America? Like 80 or something? Someone tried to tell me it was 50. But I know it's not 50. I know there's way more than that. I know there's at least like 83 or something. I know that for a fact. Anyway, some of those places are definitely real. Like Texas is a real place. Everyone knows Texas is real. But then you get other places like Wyoming, Nebraska, the North Pole. Those places are not real at all. So parts of America are fake. Next up, we have France. France is a very strange one. They have these weird... People eat snails there, okay? Disgusting people. They eat snails. Now, I can say I've had frog legs. They also eat frog legs. And frog legs are delicious. Hippity hoppity, women are property. That's what frog legs say. That's what they say when you pick them up to eat them. They go, hippity hoppity, women are property. And that's when you decide if you actually want to let the frog go, I guess. If you want to go reattach it to another frog's body. That's like a decision you have to make. They are delicious. They taste like very, very tender chicken. And they just swim in garlic butter. Now I really want them. Yum yum. But snails, no. Snails are disgusting and no one should be eating snails. Absolutely horrific. So it's hard to say. Because they do have glorious wines that come out of there as well. So that it leans towards saying real. But at the same time, there's the fact that people for some reason eat snails. Snails, of all things. They speak baguette. Their whole language is based around bread. It makes no sense, but we're going to say hard to say because wine and frog legs redeem them. Next up, where is it? We have Canada. Okay? Canada is probably fake. Right? That's just it. Canada is probably fake. There's no two ways about it. Okay? Bagged milk. Who in their right mind consumes bagged milk? I am honestly disgusted even saying that term out loud. Bagged milk. Please. Disgusting. Russia is another one that's hard to say. There's a possibility it's fake. I've seen their walls of snow there. I've seen some quite crazy things out of Russia. But overall, it seems quite tangible. So I'm going to say hard to say. We have Iceland, which is this one, I think. Yeah, this one's Iceland. And I'm going to tell you right now, Iceland is actually real. It's going in the real category. Are you surprised? You surprised to put something else in the real category? Well, today is a day for surprises, my friends. My haters, my fans. Today's a day for surprises. Next up is New Zealand. And you know what? New Zealand is also very, very real. Because if New Zealand wasn't real, how else would you explain Australia being fake? The whole thing about Australia is that New Zealand created the myth of Australia. So New Zealand is very much a real place. Wales? Wales. They've got a damn dragon on their flag. This place is fake, okay? There is no two ways about it. Wales is fake. I've never made a full video about Wales because I thought it was just so obvious. They have a damn dragon on their flag. How could you have a dragon on your flag and not be a fake place? It makes zero sense. They're basically something right out of the land of Narnia or something. It makes no sense. And that brings me to the next country that is 100% fake, and that is Germany. Germany really is not a real place, and I'm not going to argue with you about that. You're going to be upset that I said that, oh, well, there was a world war, there was this, and Hitler was a thing, and shut up. Germany's not real. It's quite clearly not real, and if you knew what you were talking about, you would not question me, you would not doubt me, and you would just follow my word blindly, because when I tell you something, I do not need a source. I am your source. Remember that. Next up, we have China. It's hard to say about China, because there's some ridiculous stuff, but at the same time, the atrocities, the horrible things going on, let's just say it's hard to say, okay? Because I'm not 100% convinced it's real, but at the same time, I don't have any evidence to say that it's fake. Sweden's a real country. It's a very real country. Wait, is that one Sweden? Or is this one Sweden? I got it wrong. That one's not Sweden. This one's Sweden. I did that on purpose. I also just realized that this is not Germany. This is Belgium. Belgium is also a fake country. But this is supposed to be Germany. Okay? So, pretend this one is actually Germany. And Belgium's right next to it. Because they're both fake. Oh, and this one's Denmark. I don't remember adding Denmark on here. I don't know what's gone wrong. This is not what I intended. But this one, Denmark, a very real place. And I know this because there is a bacon shortage. And you know why there's a bacon shortage? It's because the Denmarkians use bacon as currency. And so other countries are running low on bacon at this point in time. I made a video about this before. I suggest you go check that out. Is Italy real? Yeah, Italy is also a real country. I bet you're surprised by how many countries I'm saying are real here. We've also got Spain. And as much as I'd love to put Spain up at fake because Spain is a horrible place to go, it's a very real place, unfortunately. Argentina, also a real place. They make some lovely beef. Greece is hard to say. I'm not entirely sure. I need to look into it some more. Brazil is a place that is probably fake. Just probably is. There's so many terrible things about it. It's hard for me to believe that it's actually real, but at the same time, I can't quite prove that it's fake. Ireland. That's a hard to say one as well. Poland is probably fake. Come on. They don't have vowels. They don't use vowels in their words. How ridiculous is that? Have you seen a Polish name written out? Have you seen Polish written out on paper? They don't use vowels. How do they even pronounce those words? They're not real words. I can't believe Poland's real. North Korea. That place I know is real, and I know it's real because that has the leader that pooped his pants. I made a video about that. South Korea, well, if a north of the place exists, south has to exist. I'm sure East Korea and West Korea would go on real as well if I added those here. Japan. I'm very conflicted with this one. I'm very conflicted with Japan. I want to say it's fake because of all the stupid weeaboos, but at the same time, that also gives me a reason to think it's real because I know humanity is insufferable, so that just like backs that up. I'm going to say parts of Japan are fake. I'm going to say parts of it are fake. Parts of it where like tourists love, those parts are probably fake. Like Tokyo, that can't be real. Whereas I bet like the little places that no one really cares about, I bet those are all real. That makes sense to me. Anyway, folks, here you go. 24 countries put into my tier list. At the top, just remember, that's supposed to be Germany, not Belgium. Although Belgium should also be there. There are 4 countries that we know for a fact are fake. And those are Australia, Wales, Germany, and Belgium. Okay? As for probably fake, we have Canada, Brazil, Poland. Parts are fake. We have England, USA, Japan. Hard to say is France, Russia, China, Greece, Ireland. And real, we have Scotland, Iceland, New Zealand, Sweden, Denmark, Italy, Spain, Argentina, North Korea, and South Korea. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will leave a link to this tier list in the description down below so you can make your own fake countries tier list. And you can share them with me on Twitter. You can send me them at mrragreynolds. Link is in the description to that as well in the thing down below. Or you could DM it to me on Instagram. Just send me your tier list and let me know what you're thinking. And I'll see you all in the next video.